Rockeyez would like to welcome Scott from the band Prophet, founding member. Hey, man, what's up?
Hey, how you doing, Brian?
Pretty good, pretty good. I see you're reformed, a reunion, and you'll be playing a couple of shows. Tell me first about the little bit about the beginning of the band when it first started, and how'd everything work out?
Well, the band actually started, oh my God, like 30 years ago, maybe, I don't know. The band started, let's just say a long time ago, by the keyboard player and myself. We actually played in high school together our senior year. He was like the Keith Emerson of our area, and we ended up hooking up, and we're in several bands together. We were in, played with Tommy Fuller and Fuller's Rock City and Icarian, and then we formed our own band, Prophet, and eventually we found Kenny through the Aquarian. He came down, he was only 16 years old at the time, and he came down and blew us away, played The Train Kept a Rolling solo like nobody we'd ever heard, and then that kind of became the nucleus of the band. We've been through a lot of different drummers and singers, but Russell Arquera has been pretty consistent there for us on vocals, and Jimmy Callahan and Michael Stelacey were two of the drummers that were really with us for quite a while.
Cool, cool. Now, at one point, Prophet wasn't allowed to use their name, and you did this Edgar Casey thing. Can you tell me anything about that?
That was when we were with RCA Records on our first record, and we actually got Noel Monk from Van Halen. He was ready to retire, and we kind of talked him out of retirement. He loved our songs, and he flew out to New Jersey to meet with us, and he took on managing us, but he needed to get us out of the record deal, so we weren't allowed, while they took care of everything, we weren't allowed to play as Prophet or do anything for a while, and we were just getting antsy, so Ken Dubman and I hooked up with White Tiger's drummer, who we loved. Eric Farrell was one of our favorite drummers. We hooked up with him for a jam session at my house back then, and went to a local bar, and the guy asked, when are you going to put together something to come and play? And we said, when you want us. So, and drunk and stupid, he said that Saturday, and we said, oh, we'll be here. And then he asked us the name. We just said Edgar Casey Band. The other two guys looked at me when he walked away, and I said, it's known as the Sleeping Prophet.
Cool.
So that became like our day job.
Wow.
When we went touring or recording, we'd go out and play as Edgar Casey Band, and that was a wonderful time in our lives, I'll tell you that.
Cool, cool, cool. At one time you were signed for Megaforce Records with Eddie Trunk was there. How'd that work out?
Yes. Eddie Trunk actually was the one who signed us to the label. He brought Johnny Z down, and Johnny Z loved the band. And Eddie, we used to come to see Edgar Casey Band, and we kind of joined a softball league with Eddie. Eddie was like a minor league caliber ball player at one point. So we played softball with him and had a great time, and we got along great with him, and it's been amazing to see the success he's had. We all, at his 25th anniversary or whatever it was that he had in the city, we all had said to him, who knew you would be the biggest rock star out of everybody?
Wow. Very cool, very cool. One time you did a reunion show at the Birch Hill. How'd that work out?
That was after our keyboard player had passed away, and we did it to. Joe was really an amazing guy. We all loved him to pieces. The band Prophet was a very special band because we would all go on vacations together. We used to play when we were a club band. We used to play to, 1,200 to 1,500 people every single night. 4 nights a week, and we would, all pool money and go on vacations together. We never got sick of each other. It was really, really special. I found out later on in life that was not the normal way with most bands. And we took our road crew on vacations with us and paid for everything for them. So, we were all very tight, and we were all best friends as well as bandmates. So you look back years later and realize that was pretty special to have had something like that.
Very cool, very cool. Now you're getting back together for the Xerox Festival. Can you tell me the current band that'll be playing that show?
The current band is Russell Arquera singing lead vocals. He sang on our second album, Cycle of the Moon, and the third album, Recycled. And we've got Jimmy Callahan on drums. He played on the third album, Recycled. Michael Stalacy's out in California, or else we certainly would have invited him down. And Ted Foley was actually the drummer on the first one. We certainly would have invited, but he's out touring himself. And we've got Kenny Dubman on guitars, myself on bass, and Bill Delicato is filling in for Joey Z. He is a keyboard player. He used to play with the band Bystander. We were good friends with him back on the club circuit, and we always got along great with Bill and always thought he was a great player. So we approached him. He said he'd love to do it.
Cool. Now, how did this all come about with the Xerox Festival show?
Well, actually, they were re-releasing the records, and Mark from Xerox called me up and asked me if we'd be interested in coming over. And I called the guys, and everybody's not always on the same page, but for some reason, everybody just said, "Yeah, why not? Let's go do it." Everybody's kind of in a good place in their life where they, they're pretty settled in, so they can go off and do something fun. So we're just going over there to do something fun.
Cool. Now you got a show coming up, like a warm-up show at Starland Ballroom, April 28th. What can people expect? What songs you might be playing, or whatever?
We're gonna hit on all three albums. We're doing, I guess, what we consider our favorite songs from the albums. But we'll have, of course, an acoustic tune. We always do an acoustic tune. But we, I think it's going to be, if you're a fan of the old albums, you're going to get a lot for your money. We're going to play a lot of different stuff for everybody.
Cool. Do you think there'll be future shows coming too?
Let's see how this goes. No, it sounded great in rehearsal. Our first rehearsal was a little, not too sharp, but then the second, third, and fourth rehearsals, the band sounded great. Just like fell right back into place. So, if people are interested in seeing us, we'll come out and play.
Cool. Now, Fiona, who's a recording star also from New Jersey, just recorded Everything You Are. Did you get to hear that, or?
Yeah, she had called me. Actually, I used to date Fiona, and we dated for a couple of years back when both our careers were first going. And I actually wrote the song "Away From You" for her.
Cool.
But she always loved, she loved Everything You Are. She always loved that song, and I think I played it for her on piano when I originally had written that first version of it, and she just loved it. So she just said when she was asked to do a new album, she just said, "I always loved that song. I always wanted to do it." And she was very excited and sent it to me after she recorded it. She sent it. She's all excited, and I think her words was, "I sang the shit out of it," which was awesome, which is totally Fiona.
Right. Wow.
And she did a great job, and who knows, maybe she'll surprise us and be at the show.
Cool. Is that a little hint?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. Well, personally, what do you do now?
Now a couple of us work in the mortgage industry, and we all go out and play. I've done some touring with Maria Rocks. I work with Paul Crook in the studio a lot. He's out touring with Meatloaf, and we've done a lot of work in the past. But he'll call me every once in a while to do something, and I got to go over the past 2 years. I got to go over to Europe like 3 different times with that, and that was a lot of fun. So, our jobs are kind of, Kenny's and my job make it a little easy to pick up. We're all kind of in that position now where we can kind of pick up and take off and do some fun stuff and still pay our bills. So I would consider us all very lucky.
Now, tell me a little bit about the New Jersey life. How easy or hard it is to live in New Jersey, as I do.
Well, we have the wonderful traffic, which I really can't complain about since I'm sitting on the Pennsylvania Turnpike in bumper-to-bumper traffic. So I guess you have a little bit of that everywhere. But I don't know. It's just the pace of New Jersey. For some reason, I just can't believe that New Jersey has to be the place that feels like home. You know, we got that nasty winter that comes every year, but for some reason it always feels like home. And as much as you want to, as you have fun when you go to Florida or you go to Los Angeles, it just doesn't feel like home like Jersey. There's a certain pace to it. It's a little more laid back than living in New York City, but it's just fast enough that you're bored when you go someplace else.
Cool, cool. How much do you miss, like, back in the day, the 80s and stuff like that, compared to now?
I don't know. You know, I don't know. I lived through it, so I'm pretty happy about that.
Right.
They say that if you remember the 80s, you weren't there.
Right.
So some of it's a little blurry, but we had a blast. I mean, I always tell my friends, you know, the guys in our band, we had more fun than anybody should be allowed to have.
Cool, cool.
But I do enjoy it. I enjoy seeing when the 80s bands come back and have some success, like the Poison and Motley Crue tours. It's really great to see to see people embracing that music again.
Cool, cool. Are you kind of surprised at all the support you're getting through Facebook? Old fans and stuff like that are emailing you or texting you or making posts.
Oh, completely. We were blown away. We just were kind of trying to sneak in and do a little warm-up show and hoping we had a couple people there before we went over, because they just released the albums over there, so we got a bit of a buzz over there. But we were pretty shocked. We were kind of nervous about doing it, and so we'll see how many people show up. But we're just there to have a good time, and hopefully we'll put on a great show.
Right, and these re-releases are available through Xerox, right?
Yes, they're available through Z Records, but they're shipping over some cases to sell. I asked them. I said, a lot of my friends were asking me if they wanted to get some records so they could listen to the material before the show. So I think on Monday I'm going to get a case of each, and I think we'll just sell them whatever it is they want. I think they want $15. So if anybody wants them, they can contact me through Facebook, and I want to put out a little announcement, and I'll just ship them out to everybody if they want to get refamiliarized with the songs before they come out to the show, which is what I'll generally do if I'm going to see a band.
Cool, cool. Do you feel there could be some future recordings coming up?
Well, I have a world-class recording studio in my house, so kind of crazy that we've done everything from had bands from Anthrax, and Sebastian's been in there to do some stuff, but kind of weird we never did anything with Prophet. So I've got some songs. I'm sure Kenny's got some, so we'll let us get through this first little period here, and then hopefully we can knock out some new songs.
Cool, cool.
I know that Russell Arquera is very excited about doing some stuff again, and it's just really great to see the guys. We all enjoy each other's company, so that after this is over, I'm sure that we'll probably, do something like that just to get to hang out together some more.
Cool, cool. Well, congratulations. And where are tickets available besides Starland?
There's people on, I guess, some of the bands. Lords of Mercy's playing there with us.
Right.
I'm not sure if Circle of Insanity's playing there anymore, but there's a few bands that are playing with us that all have them, and I guess you can just check with Starland Ballroom.
Uh-huh.
But I think it's going to be a really fun show. I think there's a lot of people that are going to see people they haven't seen in a long time, so that's always an incredible environment to be in.
Very cool. Well, congratulations. Would you like to say anything to your fans out there?
Well, thank you guys for your support, and I hope to see all of you next Saturday, and hopefully there's some good things coming up in the future for us.
Thanks a lot, man.
Thank you so much, Brian.
Talk to you later.
Take care, buddy.
Bye-bye.